Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Learn English with Alexa. I hope you all are doing well. I am your host, Emily.
And I am David.
This evening, I have brought a very important topic that is relevant for everyone. When we compare ourselves to others, we often think of ourselves as inferior, which is completely wrong. Every person has their own unique qualities and strengths, and understanding this is very important.
In today's session, we will learn how to stop comparing ourselves to others. We will discuss some techniques and strategies, such as practicing gratitude, self-reflection, and personal goal setting. This way, we can understand ourselves better and focus on our personal growth. This topic is not just for learning English, but also for understanding ourselves better and boosting our self-confidence. I hope your audience appreciates this topic and gains some valuable insights from it.
Yeah, David, we're talking about something that we've all done, probably too much comparing ourselves to others.
Yeah, that's right. We're all guilty of it. Whether it's looking at someone's fancy house, their new car, or just their life on social media, it's so easy to feel like we're not measuring up. Emily, you've been there, right?
Oh, definitely. I remember a few years ago, I went to a friend's birthday party. It was at this beautiful rooftop bar, and everyone looked so put together. There were people wearing designer clothes, talking about their latest trips abroad. And here I was, just feeling a little out of place. I couldn't help but think, why don't I have a lifestyle like that?
I know exactly how you feel. I had a similar experience last year. I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw this guy I used to go to school with. He's living in a huge apartment, posting pictures from his vacations, and driving a car that probably costs more than my entire rent. It hit me hard. I started comparing his life to mine, thinking, how did he get there so fast? Why am I still stuck?
Yeah, it's crazy how easy it is to get caught up in that. You start thinking maybe you should have made different choices or worked harder, but it's not even about that. We just see the highlight reel, right? We don't know what's going on behind the scenes for them.
Exactly. It's funny because, just like you said, I started thinking about how much I had accomplished, even though it didn't feel like enough. I mean, I have a stable job, a place to live, good friends. But I was so focused on what I didn't have that I forgot to appreciate what I do have.
Same here. And it's not just social media. It can be anyone, anywhere. But here's the thing, that comparison is only hurting us. So, how do we stop it?
First thing, we need to remember that everyone has their own journey. People show us what they want us to see. We don't see their struggles, their hard work, or the sacrifices they've made to get where they are. So, step one is remind yourself that you're only seeing part of the story.
Exactly. And it's so important to focus on your own progress. I used to get so frustrated thinking I should be further ahead in life. But when I started looking at the small wins, like finishing a project at work or learning a new skill,
Yes, celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. When you focus on what you've accomplished, it helps you feel more positive about where you are. I started writing down things I'm grateful for every day. It really shifts your mindset from, I don't have enough to wow, I've done a lot already.
I love that idea. And another thing that's helped me is changing my focus. Instead of thinking about what I don't have, I try to focus on what's going well in my life.
Yes, and I also try to remind myself that it's okay to be on a different timeline. Everyone reaches milestones at different times. Maybe your friend got married young, but you're building your career. Or someone is living in a big house, but you're traveling more. It's all about what works for you.
That's a big one for me. We often feel like we're behind because we're comparing our timeline to someone else's. But the truth is, there's no right time for anything. Your life is your own, and it's okay to go at your own pace.
Exactly. And finally, be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for where you are. We all have different goals, and we're all trying to figure things out. Just because someone else looks like they have it all together doesn't mean they do. You're doing just fine.
That's a really good point. The truth is, we only see the good stuff in other people's lives. Social media, for example, only shows us the highlights, the vacations, the new cars, the promotions, but we don't see the struggles, the hard work, or the tough times.
Exactly. And that's where the problem lies. We end up comparing our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. It's not a fair comparison. Everyone's life has ups and downs, but we usually don't see that part.
So true. But the good news is, we don't have to let comparison take over. We can use it in a positive way. Instead of thinking, I'll never be as good as they are, we can think, what can I learn from this person? How can their success motivate me?
I love that. If you're feeling jealous or down, try to shift your mindset. See someone else's success as inspiration, not competition. You can learn from them, but it doesn't mean you're not doing well in your own life.
Exactly. So, if you're listening and you've ever found yourself comparing your life to someone else's, whether it's their job, their relationship, or their bank account, just remember, you don't know the full story. Focus on your own journey and trust that you're making progress, even if it doesn't always look the way you imagined.
Yes, it's so important to stop measuring ourselves by other people's standards. We're all on our own unique path, and that's something to be proud of.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So let's all agree to stop comparing and start appreciating what we have.
That's it for today's episode of Learn English with Alexa. We hope you found this helpful, and remember, you're doing great. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.